Good morning, everyone. We started the topic vision. Okay, today the topic is reflexes. Reflexes, we have accommodation reflex and light reflex. Okay, in the reflex heading, so we will see accommodation reflex and light reflex. First one is what is accommodation. Okay, so accommodation means when the light rays coming from near objects, that means when you are reading the book, you will hold your book near to your eye, right? Otherwise you can't read the words. So that is, the light rays are coming from the near objects to get focus sharply on retina. So there is a, on the retina, so whatever the light rays are there, so all the, this is object, the light rays are coming, it should not be like this. Okay, it should not be scattered, it should be point on one area, like one, it should, the rays, these are the light rays will be pointed only one point on the retina. Okay, sharply focus on the retina. So to do this, certain changes are taking place in the visual system, so that we call it as accommodation. Okay, accommodation. So when the light rays are coming from the near object, not the far object, not from the far object. Okay, so that should get focus sharply. Sharply means only one point. Okay, one point it should focus on the retina. So to do this, some adjustment, okay, or some changes are taking place in the visual system, that we call accommodation. Okay, we will see what are the changes. One is, first one, there is a constriction of pupil. Okay, constriction of pupil. That constriction of the pupil is due to contraction of sphincter pupillae. Then anterior curvature of the lens increases. Okay, suppose this is the lens, so their anterior curvature, okay, this curvature will increases. Then convergence of eyeball. Okay, that is contraction of medial rectus muscle. So these are the three changes. One is constriction of the pupil, anterior curvature of the lens increases, and convergence of eyeball. So this is the pathway. So how these changes are taking place. So when the visual impulse, when you are seeing the near object, so that impulses through the visual pathway will go to occipital lobe of area 8. So from the area 8, there is a Edinger-Westphal nucleus. From there is a oculomotor nerve. Okay, it's a cranial nerve, it is passing. Then from there, it will synapse in ciliary ganglia. Then short ciliary nerve will supply to the sphincter pupillae and ciliary muscle. So these contraction of these muscles will takes place. Okay. So pathway is not important. Just you remember the, it's given in your textbook. Okay, just remember what are the changes are taking place. Okay, then from the area 8, that is motor nucleus of oculomotor nerve, that is applying to the medial rectus muscle, that will bring the contraction of the muscle. Okay, these are the accommodation reflex. So these next coming to light reflex. So light reflex, what will happen? It is a reflex constriction of the pupil. Okay, reflex constriction of the pupil that is brought about when a beam of light is thrown on the eye. So that means, so when the suddenly when the light falls on your eye, so what will happen? There is a reflex blinking is taking place, right? So thus that is mainly due to constriction of the pupil is occur and blinking of the eye. So receptor here, it is rods and cones. So pathway is not important for you. Okay, so just I will tell the afferent are receptor are rods and cones. Afferents are optic chiasma, then optic tract, or just you write optic tract, then pretectal nucleus. Then second neurons are connected to, just you write Edinger Westphal nuclei, and the third order neurons from Edinger Westphal nucleus to the ciliary ganglia. Okay, and here one more, the fourth neuron is coming, that is leave the ciliary ganglia and innervate the sphincter muscle. Okay, so effector organ is sphincter pupillae. The constriction of sphincter pupillae is taking place. The light reflex. So the next topic is color vision. Okay, what is color sense? Color sense is the ability of the eye to discriminate between colors excited by light of different wavelength. So you can easily identify or discriminate which is it is a green color, it is a light green color, it is a red color. Like that you can discriminate the color of the object, right? So that is that is mainly by the light are having the different wavelength. Okay, so color vision is the ability of the visual system or eye to perceive the different colors. Okay, here the primary colors are blue, green and red. Okay, these are called primary colors, blue, green and red. So that is, for a blue there is a separate cone is present, so that time the blue color type of cones get activated, and green is also having a separate cone. So like there are three types of cone. First only I told there are three types of cones are present. For a rods, for a black and white vision, that is for rod. Okay, that time the rods get activated in your eye to see the color object. There are three types of cones are present. So depending on the color of the object, these cones are activated. Okay, so you can see the other colors, like orange color you can see, saffron color. So like the different colors. So different colors how you will get, that is combination of these three primary colors. Okay, combination of these three primary colors. For example, to see the white color, so you are seeing the white color, that is a combination of, white color is not the colorless. Okay, that is a combination of all these three colors. Like that, there is a types of cones. As I told, there is a proposed by different theories are there. Trichromatic theory, Young and Hellman's theory. Okay, different colors. So next, color blindness, it is the inability of the person to distinguish the colors. Okay, so it is the most common defect is the red color blindness can be seen. So that means the person is can't recognize the red color. So other color he will see. Okay, so he can't see the red color. So anomaly, if we put, okay, proto-anomaly means defect in red color. Okay, so deter anomaly means green color is can't be seen. So like that. So these are not required. So one thing is there, that's the inheritance of color blindness. So here what will happen? So inherited as a recessive and X-linked, that is genetic disorder. So due to abnormal gene on the X chromosome, the males are sufferer. That means the females are carrier. The female will not get this color blindness. Only males are sufferer. Okay. So these are tests for color blindness. Okay. So if you want to see, if you want to check your color blindness, so there is a Ishihara chart. Okay, so names is important for MCQs question. The Ishihara chart. Okay, so in the Ishihara chart there are different, you can see in the first one it is like a book. Okay, so different pattern is there, so you have to give to the patient, and if he recognize that one, then there is a no color. So in the first one you can see the number 25, right? But if the person is having the color blindness, so then it will looks like this. Okay, he can't identify. Then the second one is 56. Okay, in the third one, so there is no numbers are there. Okay, so like this. So test is Ishihara chart. So that's complete the color blindness. So next the visual acuity. It is usually defined in terms of minimum separable distance. Okay, minimum separable, that is the shortest distance by which two lines can be separated and still be perceived as two lines. So that means, so when you are going for a suppose for example there is a railway track is present. Okay, railway track is two are present, right? Two lines are present in the railway track. Suppose you are, if you are standing here, so you can easily make out it is two strands, right? You can easily make out this is two strands. But as you look far away, if you are seeing this side, okay, so beyond this side, so it will looks only one line. Okay, it will look only one line. So that is called the shortest distance by which the two lines can be separated and still you can make out this is two lines. So when you are seeing far of the track, so at one point, so it will looks one line, two strands will join, it looks one line. If you go to that point, it looks two tracks like that. Okay, that is called visual acuity. Okay, so this is the Snellen's chart to test the visual acuity. Okay, to test the visual acuity. So everyone seen in the clinic, right? Clinic of ophthalmologist. So here the first word, all the words are designed like the first word you have to stand at 60 meter and you have to recognize that the what is the alphabet that is. Okay, so if you tell correctly, if it is E, so then your visual acuity is 6/6, that is normal. Okay, so then if he can't recognize, then they will tell to come to the 36 meter, then they will tell to read. So like that, so 24, 18, 12, 9, 6, like this they will check the visual acuity. Okay, so by using Snellen's chart. Understood? So okay, so that's complete the visual acuity. So visual acuity is the minimum separable distance that the person can be seen. So it is the sharpness of vision. Okay, visual acuity is more at the fovea centralis area. Okay, and a large concentration of cones are present. Okay, cones are present more in in fovea centralis, so the visual acuity is more. Okay, so next comes the adaptation. So adaptation means the eye has to use it to new conditions. So accommodation. One is the dark adaptation and light adaptation. Okay. So in the dark adaptation, it is the ability of the person to see the objects in the dark. Okay. Suppose, so you are entering a dim light room or cinema hall. What will happen? First, initially you will feel difficult to see the objects, right? Difficult to see the chair to go and sit in the cinema hall. So that is from the bright light area you are entering to dim light vision. Okay, so that time your initially it will take some times to see the object. After some time you can see properly. So that is called dark adaptation. Okay. So that is maybe due to decrease in visual threshold or increase in sensitivity of eye to light is dark adaptation. Understood? So dark adaptation means when you are entering the dim light room, for example cinema hall, from the bright light area. So you are in bright light, suddenly when you are entering the dim light or a dark place, so initially your eye, it is difficult to identify the object. Okay. So after some time slowly you can see the object. So that is mainly to decrease in visual threshold or go on decreasing. That is called dark adaptation. So it has two components. One is fast response. So initially due to dark adaptation of the rods get fastly adapted. So hence it takes place 4 to 5 minutes. Then slow response is due to peripheral portion of the retina get adapt. Initially the less in rhodopsin. Rhodopsin is a one photopigment which is present in the rods. Okay. So this rhodopsin it will break and it will synthesis. Okay. Synthesis and breakdown of rhodopsin is taking place during dark adaptation. Okay. It will reach 40 maximum of about 40 minutes. Okay, to see properly. So initially within 4 to 5 minutes you can see the object. So what are the changes? Okay, so mainly due to rhodopsin synthesis. Okay, rhodopsin synthesis due to dilatation of the pupil, change in photoreceptor function from cones to rods, and resynthesis of rhodopsin are the three changes that is taking place during adaptation. So this is the cycle how. So initially the cones are get adapt. Okay, it will take 1 to 5 minutes. So later there is a resynthesis of rhodopsin is taking place. Okay. So initially the 5 minutes, then remaining till 40 minutes it is for rod adaptation. So next is the light adaptation. So light adaptation means, so if you once stay in a dark place and suddenly when he passes to the bright light area, so initially there is a he will feel uncomfortable. Okay, times where you will blink your eye, some irritation, or the light will felt very strong. Okay, so this after that, so there is a eye will adapt to this increased illumination and visual threshold also increases. Okay, so one thing is during dark adaptation the visual threshold decreases, and during light adaptation the visual threshold increases. Okay, it will occur over a period of 5 minutes. So after disappearance of dark adaptation. Understood? So dark adaptation and light adaptation. In dark adaptation what will happen, from bright light area to dim light area, visual threshold decreases and there is a synthesis of rhodopsin is taking place. Okay, then in light adaptation it is from, you are going from dark to bright light area. So suddenly there is a you feel uncomfortable because of the brightness of the light is increasing. Okay, illumination will be increasing, so visual threshold has to increase. So it will take 5 minutes. Okay, so after that you can see properly. Okay, so that's I will stop here only. Okay, thank you all.